This is my first night without Rick. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm glad I got 3 dogs here. I can sleep with them. Hopefully I'll sleep. Alright, we're on 2 Samuel and 19. And it was told Jacob, Behold, the king weepeth and mourneth for Absalom. And the victor that day was turned into mourning unto all the people. For the people heard say that day how the king was grieved for his son. Alright, so it was his son. And the people got them by the setteth that day into the city, as people being ashamed, steal away, then they flee in battle. But the king covered his face, and the king cried with a loud voice, O my son Absalom, O Absalom, my son, my son. And Joab came into the house of the king and said, Thou hast shamed this day the face of all the servants which this day have saved thy life, and the lives of thy son, and of thy daughters, and the lives of thy wives, and the lives of all thy concubines. See, I'm not understanding. He's got wives, he's got concubines, and okay, number 6. And in that thou lovest thine enemy, and hast thy friend. For thou hast declared this day that thou regardest neither prince nor servant. For this day I preserved that the Absalom had lived, and all we had died this day. Then it had pleased thee well. You would have rather all of us to die than Absalom. Now therefore arise, go forth, and speak comfortably unto thy servants. For I swear by the Lord, if thou go not forth, there will not tarry one with thee this night that will be worse unto thee than all the evil bewailed thee from thy youth unto now. And the king arose and sat in the gate, and they told unto all the people, saying, Behold, the king doeth sit in the gate. And all the people came before the king, for Israel had fled every man to his tent. And all the people were at strife throughout all the tribe of Israel, saying, The king saved us out of the hands of our enemy, and he delivered us out of the hands of the Philistine. And now he is fled out of the land for Absalom. And Absalom, whom we anointed over us, was dead in battle. Now therefore thou speak ye not a word of bringing the king back. And King David sent to Zadok and to Abiathar the priest, saying, Speak unto the elders of Judah, saying, Why are ye the least to bring the king back to his house, seeing the speech of all of Israel is come to the king, even to his house? Ye are my brethren, ye are my bone and my flesh. Wherefore, then ye the last to bring back the king? And ye say to Amos, Art thou not my bone and of my flesh? God do so to me, and more also, if thou be not captain over the host before me continually in the room of Joab. And he bowed the hearts of all the men of Judah, even as the heart of one man, so that they spent his word unto the king, Return now, and all thy servants. So the king returned and came back to Jordan, and Judah came to Gilead to go to meet the king, to conduct the king over Jordan. And Shimei, the son of Gera, a Benjamite, which was of the Borhanim, haste to come down with the men of Judah to meet King David. And there were 1,000 men of Benjamin with him, and Zoda, the servant of the house of Saul, and his 15 sons, and his 20 servants with him. And they went over Jordan before the king. And there went over and there went over a ferry boat to carry over the king's household, and to do what he thought good. And Shimei, the son of Giah, fell down before the king, and as he could come over Jordan, and said to the king, Let not my lord impute iniquity unto me, neither do thou remember that which thy servant did perversely, I guess that's the day that my lord the king went out of Jerusalem, that the king should take it to this heart. For thy servant doeth know that I have sinned. Therefore, behold, I come to the first of this day of all, the house of Joseph, to go down to meet the Lord the king. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, answered and said, Shall not Shimei be put to death for this, because he cursed the Lord's anointed? And David said, What have I to do with you, you son of Zeruiah, that ye should do this day be adversary unto me? Shall there any man be put to death this day in Israel? For do not I know that I am the day king over Israel? Therefore the king said unto Shimei, Thou shalt not die. And the king swore unto him. And the son of Saul, came down to meet the king, and had neither dressed his feet, nor trimmed his beard, nor washed his clothes, from the day the king departed until the day he came again in peace. And it came to pass, when he was coming to Jerusalem to meet the king, that the king said unto him, Wherefore wentest thou not thou with me? Mephibosheth. And he answered, My lord, O king, my servant, deceived me, for thy servant said, I will saddle me an ass, that I may ride thereon, and go to the king, because thy servant is lame. And he hath slandered thy servant unto my lord the king. But my lord the king is as an angel of God. Do therefore what is good in thine eye. For all of my father's house were but dead men before my lord the king. Yet didst thou set thy servant among them that did eat at thine own table. What right therefore have I yet to cry any more unto the king? And the king said unto him, Why speakest thou any more of thy matters? I have said, Thou and Ziba divide the land. And Mephibosheth, I might be getting that right, said unto the king, Yea, let him take all, for as much as my lord the king is come again in peace unto his own house. And Barzillai the Gileadite came down from Rogelim, and went over Jordan with the king to conduct him over Jordan. Now Barzillai was a very aged man, even 80 years old, and he had proceeded to the king's substance while he lay at Mahanaim for he was a very great man. And the king said unto Barzillai, Come thou over with me, and I will feed thee in Jerusalem. And Barzillai said unto the king, How long have I to live, that I should go up with the king to Jerusalem? I am this day 80 years old, and I discern between good and evil. Can thy servant taste what I eat or what I drink? Can I hear any more the voice of singing men and singing women? Therefore then should thy servant be yet a burden unto my lord the king. Thy servant will go a little way over Jordan with the king. And why should the king recompense it me with such a reward? Let thy servant, I pray thee, turn back again, that I may die in my own city, and be buried in the grave of my fathers and my mother. But behold, thy servant Chidham, let him go over with my lord the king, and do to him what shall seem good unto thee. And the king answered Chidham shall go over with me, and I will do to him which shall seem good unto thee. And whatsoever thou shalt require of me, that will I do for thee. And all the people went over Jordan. And when the king was come over, the king kissed Barzillai and blessed him, and he returned to his own place. Then the king went on to Gilgal, and Chidham went on with him, and all the people of Judah conducted the king, and also half the people of Israel. And behold, all the men of Israel came to the king, and said unto the king, Why have our brethren, the men of Judah, stolen thee away, and have brought the king and his household, and David's men with him, over Jordan? And all the men of Judah answered the man of Israel, Because the king is near of kin to us. Wherefore then, be ye angry for this matter? Have we eaten at all the king's coast, or hath he given us any gift? And the man of Israel answered the men of Judah, and said, We have 10 parts in the king, and we have also more right in David than ye. Why then did ye despise us, that our advice should not be first had in bringing back our king? And the word of the men of Judah were fiercer than the words of the men of Israel. Alright, I'm going to quit right here, because I can't quit coughing. I don't know why. But I'm going to quit right here, and we'll pick up 20 tomorrow. Hugs and kisses. Hey, these are the pictures that Rick took on going up there and all.